So start the session by please introducing yourself. Who are you? People know me. I just want you to introduce yourself. I will go. I will be very critical to you. So what kind of so have you conducted any murder trial? So what were your takeaways? So so you are the part of defense. So what were your takeaways from the case? So So you had also taken up the case of Mr. Swajin Sharma. So can you throw some light? What was the case and how did you play a role in negotiating the terms between the two parties, that is, with whom he had the problem? Yeah, yeah, this is an open platform. Go ahead and take the name. This is for educational purpose. Don't hold yourself. I have never held anybody. You are here to discuss anything that you want to discuss. Oh my God, a huge amount. They do not conduct the investigation, they directly conduct the trial. So, what do you think? Who was in the loss? Ultimately, who bore the loss? So, what message you will give to the world? That what can a person do in such a situation if person faces such situation? So that was the that was the moral message that you gave. So what is the legal message? What is the legal aspect of your message? What can a person do legally? So can it be categorized into arbitration law? But the both the parties were too poor. One was asking the money and one was not in condition to pay the amount which she had taken. Ultimately, ultimately she requested the guy to give some time, but initially she was refuting the claim that she had taken any amount, but everything was accounted. There was a bank transaction which he had shown us. Do you remember? He was in our room, and every time he was making a false claim, and he even proclaimed you as his guru, Guruji. So you are the lawyer and you were the Guruji. So what kind of contradiction you were facing when you were representing Mr. Sojan Sharma? Because he is one of a kind person, if I am not mistaken. So you made a mistake. But what I believe is that you never wanted a student. He was the person who himself proclaimed you as his guru. You had no other choice. But every time he included you, and you were the part. Mm. So, do you think Swajan Sharma is having some kind of mental disorder, or is it a deliberate thing that he does? So, if I call him a mythomaniac, will I be right? So, do you believe that there is also an art of lying, and he is the master of that. Do you remember that he had once pointed out a building as the Secretariat of Delhi government while he was standing outside his PG? Oh. But apart from all this, do you think he respects you? Then what about me? Does he consider me as a brother? So, okay, now let's talk about something else. We have discussed enough about Mr. Swajan slash Swajan Sharma slash alternative identities slash Judas slash whatever you want to call him. So let's talk about another topic. So recently a book has been written by you. So can you shed some light on the book? How was your journey? Who helped you? And was it your complete insight or who provided help in giving you the content? So can you throw some light on the occupation of Dr. Arun Kumar Singh? I mean, what does he do? So, for the information of the viewers, I want to tell that under the supervision of Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, he is going to organize a program in Danapur in which a very eminent personality is visiting, and he will deliver a lecture on how to increase love between the family members. And he is a very eminent personality. He is 75-year-old and his name is Nandlal Baba. He is a singer, he is also an orator, and he is equivalent to Mohan Bhagwat. So if nobody knows that, if someone doesn't know what RSS is, they can go and Google. They will get more insight about RSS and how RSS has been working to eradicate the caste-based distinctions which have been going in the society for decades, for several centuries. So this is something which our viewers must know. Yes, caste is something which has been going from the last several centuries. Yeah, yeah, it was founded in 1925 by Dr. Hedgewar. I read about him. You would be surprised to know that he had some problems in his spine. So, to cure that problem, he came to Rajgir in order to take deep in the Kund. In 19, yes, in 1939, but unfortunately, it didn't get cured. So, he went to heavenly abode in 1941. So later the work was continued by his disciples. So there are many disciples. There were many disciples. I in one of them was Guruji Golkar was his one of the favorite disciples who had traveled India 33 times from north to south and west to east. He covered the whole India 33 times. So this is RSS. So let's talk about something else now. So is there any other book that you are thinking of writing or is in the process of writing? So when will it be released? So can I say or can I make an assumption that you will be writing many more books in coming days? So how many books will you write? More. So I just want to, I want, yeah, yeah, I have been to that place several times. Yeah, that was in 2009. I was the one who opened the gate and let the person in. Otherwise, he would have been in a very great danger. He could have been arrested. Yeah, yeah, those were the newly recruited policemen, constables. I remember. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I remember that incident. So let's talk about some politics. So you have been aware that what is going on in Bihar. I'm quite sure you know what is happening. You need to charge your phone. Do it. Then you can sit on the cot and then you can continue. I have held phone for you several times continuously for 1 hour. Can't you hold the phone for yourself even half an hour? I mean, come on, man, go ahead and show some, you know, zeal. That you have to do it because I don't want to break the continuity. We have been in a very good flow of talking. This conversation should not break. So what do you think about the caste-based census which has just come out yesterday? I mean, your favorite politician Nitish Kumar's move is out, the results are out, the numbers of castes are out. I mean, who is how much is also out. So, what is your insight and what do you make out of that data? Just make yourself comfortable. You can lie down on the cot, and I mean, even if your face is visible, I am okay. I mean, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to show your belly, but make sure that the face appears. Otherwise, there is no point of having the talk. I know. So, so what do you make out of that exercise of the census? I mean, they are not worried about the rising population of the country, but they are more concerned about the castes. I mean, who is how much? I mean, what will they do with that if there will be no amenities? So, do you think Bihar has been sidelined by the union government? So, what will you say on the, recently our deputy CM made a very funny statement. He was replying to one of the journalists who asked him, "What do you have to say on the topic One Nation, One Election, which Modi ji has been talking about?" So, despite, uh, you know, he did not answer about that, but he raised a very different issue, and he came up with a very new line. Why doesn't Modi ji bring one nation, one income? So what will you say on that? I mean, the biggest socialist one has ever born in India, I think, is our deputy CM, who is young, full of energy. I mean, I don't know what will he do with that energy. He can bang the wall with that energy. This kind of approach I have never seen. That one nation, one income. That means from the from the from the Siachen to the Kanyakumari, you, me, even an auto rickshaw puller will earn the same amount, despite if he doesn't work, he will get the same amount. If I work 23 hours out of 24 hours, I will also earn the same amount. So, in terms of economics, I mean, do you see this as a viable option for India? I mean, can this be applied? And what do you think? What economists will reply to this very statement given by Mr. deputy CM of our state, that is Bihar. I mean, if I say that he has defeated Karl Marx, Lenin, uh, then why does he talk about socialism? Why doesn't he call himself a communist? What is wrong in that? I mean, this is a free country and everybody has right to call himself whatever he wants to call. I mean, there is no restriction as such. Look, look, if you haven't laughed in a while, then I will suggest you to go either on Instagram or on YouTube, and please go and search what that big personality, big mouth said, and I am damn sure that you will end up watching it over and over again. You know what he said? He said, before talking about this issue, let's talk about this one. Exactly. These were the words of the Mr. Deputy CM. Yes, yes. Yeah, I know. So tell me, have you seen the movie The Vaccine War, which is just out in the theaters? So I want to ask you a very important question, which even Mr. Satyajit Ray couldn't answer when he was alive, and he was, asked this question. I mean, why people in India, or let's say audience in India, do not go to theaters to watch a good film based on a true story, rather they can easily go to Fukre, which is full of shits. They can go to watch Gadar 2, which is, I mean, every scene of the movie is impossible. Even the actors know, even the director knows very well that what I am trying to show is not possible. I mean, somebody crosses the border and goes and brings back the son. I mean, is there any law prevailing in the country or not? But if a director like Mr. Agnihotri tries to bring up a story about the people who work day and night for the, so-called people of India, I mean, they don't have even time to go to theaters to watch. I mean, what was the struggle behind this coming up of the production? I just read an article in Dainik Bhaskar in which he came up with buy one ticket and there will be one ticket free for another person. And that is available also on Book My Show. I also asked Dilluji, but Dilluji said that I do not have time. And Neelam Kumari, you know very well that what she says every time when you approach her, that she is not interested in anything, and she always remains inside the house because of her will. So I told her that we will have to spend 250 and there will be a ticket free on the ticket that we will buy. So, but the proposition was declined. That I cannot even think of. I mean, when there is a person like Sanjay Kumar, I mean, where is the space for people like us? You know, I mean, I just want to ask, do you know about this information? I mean, I'm also criticizing you. I mean, you have time to go to watch Gadar with Om Narayan, who sings and who does all kinds of, bad shit that one can do. A Kukarmi. If in terms of morality, if I say, I mean, why don't you call him and Tell him that look, there is an offer going on book my show, and you can do this. If you have no money, I can pay 250 and go and actually see what is the story. I mean, this can be done. So do you think this is a propaganda movie? Well, I don't think uh, uh, what was the name of it? I don't remember the name. Jawan. Your connection is poor. Your connection is poor. Get it right. No, you are not audible. The voice is not coming to this side.